Here we are at Verizon Hall in the Kimmel Center in Philadelphia, where we spent the last 2 days recording Rachmaninoff transcriptions for organ. The symphonic dances, which form the core of this program of organ music, were the last pieces to be written for orchestra by Rachmaninoff. And he wrote them and dedicated them to the Philadelphia Orchestra and Eugene Ormandy. This music has always struck me as, to some degree, organistic in its very nature. And so what I have tried to do is to recreate this music, not by mimicking the orchestral sound world that Rachmaninoff originally created, but to sort of reconstitute this music in organ terms, so it becomes very much organ music. The symphonic dances represent the move towards perhaps more Stravinskian or Prokofievian territory, that very angular writing, very energized rhythmic writing, and often remarkably dissonant. At the very end of the movement, in a very beautiful textural guise, Rachmaninoff quotes from his own first symphony from 1897, which was, according to the critics, a dreadful Tchaikovskyan pastiche, and something that was panned mercilessly by the critics. This hurt him deeply, and of course he didn't write anything for the next 4 or 5 years, and it was only after seeking psychotherapy that he was able to write what was then to become the second piano concerto, and of course his fame was established by that. But the first symphony was obviously something that deeply wounded him emotionally, and at the end of this first dance he quotes the very first subject of that symphony, but here in a rather radiant C major. Originally it was the symphony was in the minor key, but here it's in the major, accompanied by very beautiful bell-like sonorities, and it's a kind of putting to rest the ghosts of the past. The theme is in the major, but it's elongated and it's hardly recognizable, but it is there, and it's a very exquisite moment at the end of the first dance. The second dance is rather macabre and devilish in its countenance. Very much that Twilight Zone, if you like. Remarkable writing. There are not that many instruments that one comes across of this size and stature, where the clarity of the lines, polyphony is so clear. But this organ has fire, it has breadth, it has beauty, it has grace, it has elegance, and it's above all characterful. It speaks from one place, so it is all of an instrument. It's as one. So the éclat that you get from building up a tutti sound is fabulous. Yeah. It's a fantastic instrument and a testament to the musicality of people like John Panning and Lynn Dobson, who built this instrument and voiced it and designed it. It's a fabulous testament to them in the way that it plays all this repertoire so fabulously. And the third dance is this great contest between the Dies Irae chant from the Mass of the Dead and an Alleluia chant from Rachmaninoff's own Vespers. And it's the duel in effect between perhaps good and evil, darkness and light, that battles throughout this last dance. And of course, as we all hope, it's good that triumphs in the end, and Rachmaninoff wrote Alleluia at the end of the score to denote that triumphant and valedictory aspect to the dance. But it's again, remarkable music, this opposition of strongly contrasted elements. It's been a great pleasure to record here, and we've had a lot of fun working with Rachmaninoff's music in a great place. Great music in a great place on a great organ. It's been a lot of fun.